So I wanted to make a small update on my friend Russell Bentley, based on publications made from Ludmila, which is, you know, that although he's presumed dead, the thing is that there is no body and there is no car, no Lada Niva, which for me it's the strangest thing. At least the car would be found somewhere, I think. Anyways, this guy named Pashaev, Elman Pashaev, if I'm not murdering the name, who claims to be a soldier in the 5th Brigade, has addressed the president of the Russian Federation, and in this address he tells a version of the events. He never mentions the name of Russell. He just refers to him as the foreigner. And of course Ludmila was angry at his words, and rightfully so, but I want to think about what he says in this address. So he says that there was a HIMARS attack. Okay, you know that the day that Russell disappeared, it was incoming inside of the city of Donetsk, and he went to the place where it hit. So the version of this guy, supposedly claiming to be a soldier of the 5th Brigade, is that the soldiers of this brigade had gone there as well, and there was a foreigner filming and taking photos, which he was to convey, for what I read in his post, which he was to convey to the enemy. What is written on this Pashaev post. And when adverted, he drew his weapon, and at the end he managed to get away. Which I found this story. First of all, you remember me talking about it, that it was easy for Russell to get in a misunderstanding. Easy and difficult at the same time, because Russell was actually, he survived a lot, so he was not a fool. But maybe he was feeling a little bit too comfortable, because Donetsk is his home. And so it was easy to happen a misunderstanding, especially in that area of Petrovsky, with troops that didn't know him. I often put this hypothesis that they see a strange guy, foreign accent, although he speaks Russian, for sure they notice the accent, maybe filming, but this part is what it doesn't add up, because the memory of the phone was recovered and no recordings or pictures were taken. So but the same, he might have been drawing his phone at the time they met. That is, of course, assuming this guy is telling the truth, because what this guy is claiming is that he thinks it's unfair for the soldiers of the 5th Brigade that are accused of supposedly a crime. It's unfair that they were doing the right thing. But what intrigues me the most is that he's saying that the foreigner got away. This is what intrigues me the most. So I I really do not know what to think about this case anymore. And please, you anti-Russian people, don't start saying killed by his own friends. You don't understand the scenario. You don't understand the context. Not at all. If you think this is a football match, go watch the Euro Cup. It's on TV now. It's much more complex than that, and so I don't know what to think about. Of course, it's still a mystery. I think also Ludmila, deep down inside, has hopes for a miracle. It would be spectacular if it somehow, imagine if he had escaped these guys and somehow he was hidden somewhere by someone, maybe wounded, recovering. I don't know, movie-like stuff. It would be great. But putting that wishful thinking aside, it's at least strange. So the guy is actually accusing Russell, this is why Ludmila is angry, of being a guy that was filming the place, you know, because a lot of civilians have done this in the past. Arrivals land in the middle of Donetsk, people are passing by, nearby, and they go and they film. They film and they publish on their Telegram channels. And then you have Ukrainians on the lookout for this, to see the pictures, to see exactly where it landed, so they can correct the fire and fire again. So it's people that have more experience now know that this is extremely dangerous to do. But the guy was accusing of Russia of doing this on purpose to convey the images to the enemy. I mean, this is one thing that I would, like we have a saying in Portuguese, I would put my hands on the fire. It's like I would vouch for Russell on this one. Impossible. After giving his life for these people, for the people of Donetsk, for the DPR, for Russia, he was the last guy. He was more patriotic, more Russian patriotic than many Russians. And so yeah, that was what I had to say about Russell. It's still a mystery. I do not buy this guy. I don't know what this guy wants. Ludmila accuses him of being a former man of the law, some kind of lawyer, which has lost his license for 5 times, and then accuses of him about a number of things. In general, she accuses him of being a fraudster. I don't know this guy, I never heard of him. I'll try to know a little bit more. But I also trust Ludmila and what she says and her judgment. And I really trust Russell because he was the one that I trusted my life to. And I have absolutely no doubt about him. This kind of bullshit, being a traitor. Okay, going to sleep now after the night shift. If you like the videos, please press the like button or leave a comment, even if it's an unpleasant comment. Sometimes I tend to respond to this in future videos. Maybe I shouldn't do that, but I do. There are not that many comments anyway, so I hope I see you on the next one.